Hi there Capricorn, thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 17th of March. I actually want to start this reading off by asking you a question. Do you feel really fulfilled by your role in life at the current time? Do you feel your potential in terms of a leader, taking responsibility, showing more skills that you have? Do you think these are all being sated as well as they could be? If the answer is no, it wouldn't be a surprise. And it's not just down to a kind of youthful exuberance that you need to meet. It's something that's deeper than that. It's a more emotional need to make sure that you're making the most of your life path. And that's something really quite exciting if you can actually embrace it and do something with it. And I think communication has been a very important part of trying to achieve this of late. The problem, it seems, is that your relationship sector is being hamstrung by that very potent T-square that's going on between Pluto in your sign, Jupiter and Uranus. So every time you try to go about something in the right kind of way, it might seem to upset the balance of your life as far as your emotional patterns are concerned, your inner self, or perhaps it's to do with someone immediately around you who's being the inhibiting force. Now, late last week there was a full moon, and it's possible that you did have a heated discussion on the back of this over the weekend, or you could do as you come into this week. Mercury actually moves back into your sector of relating, everyday relating, on Monday, and that can help you to clarify your message. But is someone listening, or are they resistant to what you're saying? There could be quite a lot of frustration that the circumstances that you're meeting at the moment don't enable you to tap in to what you sense is there, or another person seems to be the barrier to your progress. Well, let's try to unpick this. I think it may require a certain amount of patience at this time. The sun's going to be moving on Thursday, and perhaps rather than just keep chipping away at the problem in the way that you have been of late, perhaps actually you need to step back, think about it, and change your relationship to the issue. And once you do that, you might find that things start to flow along much more easily. If you're just on a heightened sense of frustration all the time, that your voice isn't being heard, then that can be really quite draining. On the other hand, you may be very fortunate that people do seem to be extremely receptive to you at the current time. And if that is the case, I'm really pleased for you. There is the opportunity, therefore, for a realization of your full potential. Also, with Venus continuing to forge a great link with Uranus, surprise financial rewards can come to you. You might have a little bit of flutter, and you might be surprised by how well it comes off. Birthday numbers, stuff like this. It's not really my scene, but it might work out for someone somewhere. Someone always wins these things. So we have to say it could be you. And as the week goes on and the sun does switch on Thursday, of course it is the start of the astral new year. So if you do find yourself thinking more about the foundations of your life, your emotions, or you're talking to a sibling particularly, I do feel what they tell you and what you tell them is going to be very, very key, because Neptune is going to influence Mercury again in the way it did in the first 2 weeks of February. And if you feel that someone's being disingenuous towards you, not being truthful, or avoiding the conversation, you may decide that you really have to be much more assertive. And they may find that you can unleash a certain amount of emotion which you've been building up that they're unaware of at the current time. But hopefully things can go in a sweeter, more productive and diplomatic way, and a greater sense of unity can be found. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.